people are going to continue to be covered.
But you are changing how the Medicaid money is given to the states, and there are 4 important senators from states that have taken that Medicaid funding that are very concerned about how it's done in this bill.
Let me just say this. I'd encourage you to look at what President Clinton and Congressman Waxman said back in the 90s about these per capita caps. They're the ones that came up with the idea, and it's a conservative approach. So this is nothing new. This has been around Washington, D.C. for a long time. States are clamoring for choice. They're clamoring for opportunity to do things like Healthy Indiana Plan, which we did in our state, which gives the state the flexibility to cover its citizens, and we covered about 300,000 people. So I would argue that, this is not a plan that has come out, of the blue. This is something that's been around Washington for a long time, including from what former Congressman Waxman said and President Clinton way back in the 90s. So I would argue states are clamoring for choice, clamoring for flexibility, and we intend to provide that for them. And I think that states are likely to cover probably more people if they choose to do so. And I'd encourage everyone to look at Healthy Indiana Plan and what we've done there.
All right, just clearly to put a button on it, you keep using the words choice, and people will, more people or as many will be covered if they choose to buy it. Do you think any American would actually choose not to buy health care for their family if they truly could afford it and no problem at all, that they're just going to make that choice? For a lot of American families, isn't that an impossible choice to make?
Well, remember, 26 to 28 million people are currently not covered under the Affordable Care Act, and last year about 19 million people either paid the penalty or got an exemption from Obamacare. So they made that choice.
Because that's the argument that Chaffetz is making. That's the argument that he's making.
So it's not for me to say, what the American people will do. I'm for more individual liberty and freedom and choice in America. And what our opportunity is here to offer people low-cost choices that they can afford, options for their families. And I think that most people will choose a low-cost option for their families.
We don't know. We should know. Just, and we have to let you go, Senator. Congressman here, is we don't know how much this plan. We don't know how much this plan will cost yet. That is something we are waiting to see the CBO grade. This Larry Bouchon of Indiana. Thank you so much for coming on, and please come back. We do really appreciate the discussion.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, we're keeping our eye across Capitol Hill right now. This is the Senate Judiciary Committee right now. That's Chris Van Hollen of Maryland, new senator from Maryland right now. They are right now Democrats promising to block the nominee for Deputy Attorney General unless he promises to appoint a special prosecutor to investigate the alleged ties between the Trump campaign and Russia. This hearing could get very heated. We'll bring it to you in a second.
When he said, quote,